Okay, so here at your blog, you just want to go to your admin area, come down here to plugins, and add new. And if you have noticed a pattern now, I like the simple plugins. Simple Facebook, Simple Twitter Connect is what we've been using, and they actually have a simple Google Connect as well. Now, as soon as you see this plugin, you'll notice that he says that this plugin is not complete. Consider it a preview release. Some of it may work, some of it may not. Okay, and that's due in part to what I was telling you about Google not being completely set up for this yet. But it works pretty well, so I would go ahead and download it and use it if you like Google. And then I'll show you a couple of options with it. So just install, okay, and activate. Okay, so one thing you'll need to put in is your Google Plus page number. So it's that same number we got earlier when we were on our page. So this number right here, you'll basically take that and put that into your blog right here in the admin area. And then for this, you're going to want to go to the Google developer page and create your API. So here you can click on help. This drop down menu is going to give you the complete list of instructions for what to do. So here just click on the Google API console and create project. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is come down to Google Plus API, hit on, and then come to API access. You'll come up to API project, click on rename, and just name this the name of your project. So this would be break free from fat. Okay, then here you're going to create an OAuth 2.0 client ID and choose your product name. This is when people are asked if they want to give this app access, then it's going to show this name. So put your name. Break free from fat would be me, and then your Google account, and then your product logo. I would definitely put a product logo here because that's going to show up as well. We'll skip it for now, but just remember, upload your logo, hit next, choose web application, and then put your website exactly as it shows. Mine's HTTP. So make sure if it's HTTP, use that. If it's HTTPS, use that. And then just come in and type in your website. And create client ID. Here we see that our redirect URL is breakfreefromfat.com/OAuth2 callback. Okay, so that's exactly what it should say. You can come up here and it'll tell you exactly what your URL should say. Okay, so make sure it says that. If it says that, then you're money. Okay, so now what you want to do is copy and paste this client ID. Into the Google Client ID, and then copy and paste this client secret to the Google Client secret. Awesome. Alright. And then you can come down here and put your Google number in again and save. Awesome. Okay, so here are the settings. We can come down, we can access all of these plugins here. We can log in using Google credentials, allow Google to log in, add +1, add an official badge, import posts, and then come down here and we can leave this how it is and click Save Changes. Alright. Now we've got more options now that we activated those extensions. So click Google Avatars. That means when someone signs in, it'll show their picture, whatever they use. Google +1 button position. You can do it before the content. Now keep in mind we've already got the Twitter and the Facebook, okay, so you can put all those together. You can put it at the end, before, it doesn't really matter. I like it before. And then the Google +1 button layout. So you can do a standard, medium, small. I'm fine with standard. What about you? And then you've got the Google +1 button annotation. So you could have no words. You could have this link or just a bubble. Bubble's cool. It shows how many people are already +1 in you. Okay, and then you come down here, and then your badge is actually going to be a widget that we can pull over. So here we can both badges are going to be 300 pixels wide. It's a Google thing. It's not the plugin's fault. So we're kind of stuck with that. But just that's about how wide it's going to be. And so I'm going to take the small one and just save changes. Okay, so we go back to our site here. And I switched out my Facebook sidebar plugin for this one. It's just basically a like button, the send button. Kind of shows you. It doesn't show all the pictures of the likes. Although I do like the one that shows the pictures. I just wanted to do this for examples purposes so it wasn't like overshadowing the Google. But here, yeah, so we've got the we're on Google. You can follow, you can like us, you can follow us. You've got all these different buttons now. They can like it, tweet it, Google +1, each different piece of content. Okay, so not only can they find you here, they can also do that to each piece, and then they can leave a reply. And let's log out just to show you. And then they can log in with any of these. Okay, so pretty cool that we have all these options. So obviously, this may be overwhelming. So you can choose which one you want to have. You just go down to the comments and uncheck the ones that you don't want and keep the ones that you do. It's that simple. Okay. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty integrated now. We've got all the social plugins. Everything's looking pretty good. Then what we can do is actually go back okay, I see. So we go back here. I logged out when I logged out of Facebook because I logged in with Facebook. Yeah, and one thing I didn't show you before is once you have all these, they're going to show up on this sign up page too, okay, for the registration. So I can log in with any of these, or I can just type in my username and password and log in. You got to set these accounts up though and merge them with the login screen. Just by clicking on it, it'll take you through the process. Okay, so here we go. Back in. And now what I want to do is go back to my dashboard. And I want to go to Appearance, Widgets. Okay. So since I already had this in here, this guy was already there, but that's basically what you want to do is you want to pull over the Google Plus badge. And that's what showed up on the side, and we can name it whatever we want, Follow us on Google Plus. Awesome. Okay. Fantastic. And that's pretty restricted. I mean, that's the size that it's going to be. There's really nothing we can do about it. So I looked into it. He said blame Google, don't blame him because it's not his fault. So, okay. So there we go. Everything's looking pretty good now. We're still not to the point, like I said, we can't have our posts show up on Google Plus, but this is a start. Okay, so we can have people follow us on Google Plus. We can have people like our content, and that's really where we want to start. Okay, so that's going to help out a lot. Plus, we've got the posts that are all these posts are showing up on Twitter. They're showing up on Facebook. Also, our Google Pluses are showing up on Twitter, which are going to show up on Facebook. So we're pretty integrated. We're set up for success here. Okay, and then also we do have the widget that pulls in all your statuses from Facebook that you can show on here as well if you really want to see the end result of your Google Plus. And there probably is a way to pull in your Google Plus posts onto your WordPress blog, but I haven't really figured it out yet. There's definitely a plugin or something. Simple Facebook Connect, if you noticed under here in settings, or sorry, Simple Google Connect, says something about it, import posts and comments from Google, but I don't know exactly how to do that. I don't know where that is on here, and I think that might be one of the pieces that's broken, that's not really completely up to date yet. So that'll happen soon. Google is going to get all their stuff integrated and ready to go, and then we'll be straight.